It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Reed. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Reed to throw. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This will likely be the last play of the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the number 11 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Out wide left, it's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Reed. Rush right in his face. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Reed. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one's not even close.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throwing Reed. Right side, it's Owens. Touchdown, Aggies! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Owens. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Reed to throw. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
On the move, it's Owens. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense in press coverage. Going to the run, it's Owens. They put the brakes on it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
With Reed. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Booster. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Owens.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. Finds his target. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming this week.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Second down to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Mateer. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Long way to go on second down. Sends it back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Just feeds the running back. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And the quarterback takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level.